Highways 30 and 83 intersect in North Platte, and Interstate 80 runs through the south part of town. 24,733 people are proud to call North Platte their home. There's really no way to know just how important the North Platte Canteen was to the young men and women that were on their way to and from the battlefields of World War II. The North Platte Canteen played a major role in the war effort from December of 1941 through April of 1946. The smiles said it all. When the train stopped in North Platte, it was time to replenish your belly and your spirit. This is where all the action took place. Once the train would come to a stop in front of the North Platte depot, the troops would jump out of the passenger cars and run straight to this building. This was the Canteen, and over a 5-year period, 6 million troops passed through these doors.
I can see organized chaos.
Jim Griffin can picture the scene clearly in his mind.
Sometimes this is the first time they've been able to get off this train since they left the East Coast or the West Coast, so they might have 10, 15 minutes at the most to get off the train and come into the Canteen.
Jim says at the height of the war in 44 and 45, the Canteen served anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 people a day.
So you had a lot of troops to feed, and those people that were volunteering there that day, they're the ones that made the food too.
5 patriotic women led the charge in feeding up to 5,000 people in a 24-hour period.
They had to have enormous amounts of food, including like approximately at the height of the war about 70 fried chickens every day. They had to have like 1,000 bottles of milk.
And add in 36 birthday cakes, 100 pounds of ham, 2,000 buns, and 23 pounds of butter every day.
All this was an extreme sacrifice, really, on the part of every volunteer.
Once inside, it was first come, first served, regardless of age, rank, or skin color.
There was no segregation. If a private that was African American got there first, he got in line first. And the colonel got in last, if that was the case.
And everything was free of charge.
It was funded by private donations.
It took approximately $150,000 to operate the Canteen over 5 years.
So it's well over $1 million today.
And bottom line, it wasn't at all about the dollar figure. It was about supporting the troops when they needed it the most.
We have letters written back, hey, we were in foxholes in the middle of the Pacific. We were pretty down, and someone said, hey, do you guys remember the North Platte Canteen? And brought everybody's spirits up.
Approximately 55,000 volunteers from 125 communities around North Platte came together to take part in this massive operation. Nebraskans, Kansans, and Coloradoans all came together to offer up coffee, sandwiches, and love.